Hey, I'm Seth with Land House. I just wrapped up the build of my 14 by 20 shed. As you can see right down here, this thing turned out fantastic. I want to get power to my shed, and so I have 500 watts worth of solar panels, and I was looking around the property to see where I should put these panels. It's 9:30 in the morning, December 2nd, and so I was looking at the top of the building, thinking, what if I put the panels on the back side over there? But it'll only get sun for a couple of hours in the day. So I was thinking right over here. So at 9:30, the sun is over here, and it will pass right over there in the about 4 o'clock or so. Now in the summertime, it will actually come up more like right here, and also set more straight across over there. So my thoughts are, if I will cut these trees back right here, about 20 foot. Everything here is 6 years or younger, and it's really tiny stuff. We're talking 2-3 inch stuff. So anyway, cut in about 20 foot right in here. And then also everything from about this tree right here, that little guy, back a little bit more, just cut all of that as well. So it will definitely clear out a good bit, so my panels can be right here on the hill. And so they'll start getting full sun about now at 9:30. There will be a small gap for that tree over there, and then probably another 30-40 minutes gap right here, and then a little bit more in the evening. Anyway, all that to say, let's go ahead and grab the chainsaw out and begin cutting some of the trees down that are in here, all the way around over there, and some here in the front as well. I'm going to be using the Works brand 40-volt chainsaw. This thing is really impressive in the summertime. We'll have to see how well it performs in 28-degree weather out here. So let's go ahead and get this over here to a couple of trees and see how well this thing works in the cold. This is going to be my starting point right here. I'm just going to kind of make a little half circle, cut off into the woods here, 10 to 20 feet, somewhere around there. It does matter to have the break off. I like these small electric chainsaws because they are quiet and very effective for this kind of work when the trees are real tiny, and it just makes quick work out of this. Cut back somewhere around 20 foot to make sure none of these branches were hanging over where the panels will be. So now I'm going to take all of these and just bring them over here to the woods and drop them off. Just got those trees cleared away, looking pretty good. The 40-volt Works saw did quite well in the snow there. It's around 28 degrees right now. It's cold, so I think I'm going to come back in a couple hours. We're supposed to get into the mid-40s today, and we will work on clearing things from this large tree forward, right in through here, all the way until we get to the big tree there. So I measured out from here to the shed, and it's somewhere around 60 feet, so I should have about 10 foot of wire to work with inside, and it should do quite well. It's 12:30 and it warmed up to about 36 degrees out. I don't think we're going to hit 40 today. So at this time, the sun is basically directly on the panels and doing pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a time lapse, and I'm going to cut from that split tree there all the way down most of the trees until we get to this big one over here. So it's just be a lot of repetitive stuff, just chopping along as we go. trees cut down that were right in this area and a couple over here that were definitely going to block the sun. I think these for this year are going to be okay. And I may also want to come back later and cut that one over there. But let's go ahead and call it good here for this time. Let's get a multimeter and head up to the solar panels and find 2 that are working well and bring them down here. I got 10 panels from Langston Alternative Power, and these are 250 watt. So I'm going to use 2 of them down at the tool shed for a total of 500 watts. And it should be more than enough for charging the 1 battery down there I'm going to start off with. So let me pick this up, set it over next to the lawnmower shed over here, and we'll pull out the multimeter and make sure we're getting voltage off of this. It's a decently sunny day here. Get that snow off. So I got my multimeter. I'm gonna go ahead and set it to volts DC. And let me grab the 2 leads here. And I'm just gonna take my red and black, stick it into here, 35.76. So that one is good to go. Let's pull one more over here and test it out. All right, 37.05. I don't know how well that's going to show up. Maybe good enough. But yeah, 37 volts on that one. So we are good. I'm going to haul these 2 panels down to where we just cut. And then I've also got 70 foot of 1/2-inch conduit. And that's going to be everything for this video. I just wanted to give you a quick update on what's happening down here with power for the new shed. I just brought the 70 foot of conduit down here to be used for this install. So I want to come to the edge of the building over here. It's going to run up that little hill and over to the panels. On the inside, I'm considering doing a little shelf somewhere down here that'll be big enough for charge controller and the inverter, and then probably 2 batteries. I'm going to start off with 1 and then move up to 2 if need be. But that's where I'm going to try and get to with my 70 foot run of wire. And let's go up here real quick and I'll show you what the solar spot looks like at 1:30 in the middle of winter. So about right here where this second seam is where I plan on going into the building. It'll have to climb up this hill and it will skirt across the ground here to where I'm going to have the solar panels. I've got 70 feet to work with total. Now it's 1:30 and the sun is still shining nice right over here, but not so much here. So I think my goal will be, if I can run the wire a little further to make it over here, this would be ideal because it still has sun pretty early on. I may cut down this tree right here at some point, but anyway, so from about 9 to 30 right now is where it tops this tree, skirts right across here. You can see it touches those trees a little bit, and it may have enough sun to get a charge through this tree, but we'll see. And then it's going to come right across over there and set. Now in the summertime, I anticipate it more like right here, coming straight over about here. And I've cut the trees that were kind of hanging over here. So basically this right here should have sun most of the day for this whole track here. Okay, that's it for this tiny update video. The next video I'm gonna actually have as a mini series on running power to an off-grid tool shed. And that's where I'm gonna be mounting these on a little stand, running wire, doing inverter charge controller batteries, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.